Okay, let's talk about hair loss. It's something so many of us deal with. And what's the first thing we do? We usually reach for something to put on our hair. But what if the real answer isn't in that bottle at all, but actually deep inside our own bodies? Today, we're going to dive into this powerful internal connection that could be at the very root of the issue.
So let's just jump right in with a pretty wild question. What if hair loss doesn't start on your head, but actually begins in your gut? I know, it sounds a little out there, but this idea could totally flip the script on how you think about hair health. So, let's unpack it.
To really get this, we have to look past the mirror. We need to go beyond the surface. It's time to shift our focus inward. Think about it for a second. Our default setting is almost always to look for an external fix, a new cream, a fancy serum, some kind of special shampoo. But what if we've been looking in the completely wrong place this whole time? The source of the problem, and maybe even the solution, might actually be happening inside us. Okay, so if the problem is internal, where on earth does it start? Let's trace it back and find the starting line for this whole internal chain reaction. All right, here's a term you're going to want to remember. Gut dysbiosis. Now, it sounds super scientific and complicated, but the idea is actually pretty simple. All it means is that the community of good and bad bacteria in your gut is out of balance. And why does that matter? Well, this is the crucial part. That imbalance messes up your body's ability to do one of its most important jobs, absorb all the good nutrients from the food you eat. So if your gut isn't absorbing nutrients properly, what does that actually mean for your hair? Well, it means your hair is basically being starved of the essential ingredients it needs to grow. Let's take a look at what those ingredients are. And hey, don't just take my word for it. Here's a quote from trichologist William Gaunitz that really connects the dots. He says, "The key ingredients that are needed for healthy hair growth get deficient due to gut dysbiosis." I mean, it doesn't get much clearer than that. It's a direct cause and effect. And these right here, these are the building blocks we're talking about, the things your hair is begging for. We've got iron, ferritin, which is like your body's iron savings account, zinc for growth and repair, vitamin D, which helps create new hair follicles, and of course all those amazing B vitamins like biotin, B12, and folate. When your gut is all out of whack, it just can't grab these from your food, so your body has to start rationing. And since your hair isn't exactly critical for survival, it's one of the first things to get its supply cut off.
So we've seen the cause, that's the gut dysbiosis, and we've seen the effect, nutrient deficiency. Now let's connect all the dots and watch how this internal chain reaction really plays out.
It's really a simple three-step domino effect. First, the gut gets out of balance. That's step one. Then, because of that, your body just can't absorb those key nutrients we talked about. That's step two. And the final domino to fall? Step three. Your hair growth suffers because it's literally being starved of its fuel. So if you take away just one thing from all of this, let it be this. A healthy gut is the foundation for healthy hair. It's pretty much impossible to have one without the other. It all starts from the inside out. And that kind of leaves us with a final thought to chew on. If you're seeing changes in your hair, maybe it's not just a hair problem. Maybe, just maybe, your hair is trying to send you a message about what's going on with your internal health. Definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.